for the father of your son to stay over there, it's not okay for the mother of mine.
Because David isn't trying to break us up. Ivy is.
If David isn't trying to break us up, then what is he doing? And he's always around, mooning over you, reminding you that you're still married to him.
David has done nothing but be supportive of me and our situation with Kay. He isn't trying to split us up. Ivy is. She's always manipulating things, trying to worm her way back into your life.
So now you believe what Kay said, huh? That David and Ivy are in cahoots to break us up?
No! Kay was wrong. She apologized. Doesn't mean Ivy wouldn't be thrilled if something came between us. And I'm not going to let anybody do that. And certainly not Ivy Crane.
How dare you compare me to Teresa? I'm nothing like Teresa.
You're not?
Absolutely not. Teresa is a lying tramp. She would do anything to get Ethan. She would tell any lie, manipulate any situation. She would do any underhanded thing to get Ethan away from you.
Why are you laughing, Gwen?
Mother, listen to her. Ivy, are you really going to tell me that you would never lie to get Sam, or you would never cheat or do anything underhanded to make sure that he was your own?
You're not going anywhere, David. You're going to stay and finish the job I hired you to do. Break up Sam and Grace for good.
Now that I've made sure that Grace is the only one having dessert, I'll make sure I'm the only one having Sam.
Come to me, Sam.
Grace?
Come back to me.
I will have everything I want, Ethan. And this job, it's just the beginning. I'm going to show everyone that a Lopez Fitzgerald can move up the corporate ladder. I want my son to get the message that he can do anything that he wants. He can be anything that he wants. I mean to have a successful life, Ethan, and that means having everything that I want in business and in love.
I was so hopeful, Miguel. So hopeful that this experimental drug would work, that Antonio would come out of his coma and live a long, happy life.
I know, Mama. We were all hoping for that.
To see my son like this, it breaks my heart.
Hey, the doctors said that they don't know what this drug could do. Maybe he can still come out of it.
Yeah, they say there's very little brain activity. Who knows how long he could be this way?
I know. It's a horrible thought. I think that Antonio would rather be dead than be living like this.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong to force Sheridan to give permission to give Antonio this drug. I mean, Antonio's her husband, and now she could be spending the rest of her life taking care of an invalid.
No, Mama. Okay, Sheridan did what she thought was right. She agreed with you. You know, that maybe the doctors will be able to come up with a way to cure him.
Oh, God. I pray for that with all my heart. How long is Sheridan going to be able to live like this? How long will Sheridan and Luis be able to live apart when they love each other so much? I never wanted my children to suffer, so this is killing me.
Luis, please, don't fight me on this. I want you to be happy. I don't want you to spend your life waiting for me, hoping that we can be together.
Yes, you should be happy with me. I will make you happy, Luis. I will.
Sheridan, I don't want to be with anyone else.
Please don't say that. All right, I've already taken Antonio's chances away of ever being happy. I don't want to take away yours. Please, if you really love me, you'll just find happiness with someone else.
So David isn't trying to manipulate our lives.
Certainly not.
Well, if David isn't, neither is Ivy. Grace, she's not in love with me, all right? She hasn't been for years.
Oh my God, Sam. I mean, why else would a woman like Ivy Crane, who has lived in nothing less than a mansion her entire life, be willing to come and live here in our home? In a room that probably isn't as big as her walk-in closet, because she wants to be near you.
Because she had nowhere else to go.
All right, maybe last night in the blizzard she didn't, but there's plenty of places for her to go today.
Look, I'm sure there are, but the
Well,
roads...
then why doesn't she go? I'll tell you why, Sam, because she loves you. She wants you back.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Look, Ivy has these crazy fantasies about being your wife and living together with you and Ethan as a family.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. And I am not going to let Ivy's fantasies come true. You know, Teresa was right to throw her out of the mansion.
You don't think that was a little cold? A bit harsh?
I suppose. And I probably wouldn't be able to throw Ivy out if she had nowhere else to go. But she does have somewhere to go, Sam. I found her a place. And I want her to go there today, as soon as possible.
Teresa, listen to me, all right? I am not part Get Everything You Love plan, okay? We're finished, remember? I am married to Gwen, and we do not have a future together.
Ethan, I can understand why you might still be a little upset about my throwing your mother out
You
of the
threw a
house.
woman in a wheelchair into a raging blizzard in the middle of the night.
Ethan, I can understand why you might think that's a little heartless.
Heartless? Heartless? No, why? How could I possibly think that that was heartless?
You don't know your mother the way I do.
I've known her my whole life. I think I know her pretty well.
No, you don't, Ethan. She's not the sweet, wonderful person you think she is. She's not a nice woman. Okay, she's capable of doing horrible things. You can't even imagine how horrible.
Teresa, we've had this discussion many times.
But you still don't get it, Ethan. Believe me, once you see the kind of person that Ivy really is, you will understand why I had to throw her out of the house.
Sheridan, I'm not gonna let you blame yourself, all right? It's not your fault that my brother is an invalid.
Yes, it is. Right, he only went back to racing to pay off my gambling debt where he crashed. He wouldn't be lying in this hospital if it weren't for me. So yes, it is my fault.
Sheridan, Dr. Russell said that his brain damage was from previous crashes. The last one just made it worse.
I don't care. All right, his condition deteriorated because of me. And when I should have been with Antonio on our wedding night to give him his medication, I wasn't. I was in the hallway talking to you.
I'm not gonna let you blame yourself. Sheridan, I love you.
If you love me, then please do what I'm asking. Find someone else to spend your life with, because I can't be with you. All right, I will never be with you.
Please don't put me in the same category as Teresa. She's a rank amateur, and she's vicious, too. May I remind you that she did try to ruin all of our lives? All I'm trying to do is get back into the arms of the man I have loved my entire life.
I still think you're being rash, Ivy. I mean, do you know she's actually talking about living in Sam's world? I mean, doing dishes, hanging the laundry, making tomato soup cakes, and living on a budget, for God's sake. You know what they say, Ivy? When money's tight, love just flies out the window.
Well, not in this case. Besides, I will have money once my divorce settlement is resolved and Sam and I can live like civilized people.
Well, what if he's too proud? I mean, what if Sam actually likes living his middle-class lifestyle?
I'll worry about that when the time comes.
Well, all I want is to be with the man that I have loved all of my life, with Ethan. So you two just go ahead and do whatever you want about Teresa. I'm just going to make sure I stay married to Ethan and have a wonderful life.
Drop it, all right? You are not going to convince me that my mother is some kind of monster that deserved to be tossed out into the snow.
Ethan, I know that you love your mother. So naturally, you don't want to see her faults. But you have to know that Ivy is in love with your father. And she has been scheming to take Sam away from Grace for a long, long time.
No, no. My mother's not like that.
Yes, she is, Ethan. You know, I'm sorry if this hurts you, but she is like that. She is exactly like that.
No, she is strong-willed, like you. Okay, but she would never go after a married man. My mother respects family. She is a wonderful person and a loving mother.
Excuse me, Ethan, for interrupting, but you're dead wrong about our mother. Hey, you don't even really know who she is at all.
You know, I think Luis meant it when he said that he could never be with any other woman but Sheridan.
My poor Luis. I hope to God he moves on with his life. I want him to be happy, to have a wife and children.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Mama. I mean, Luis feels the same way about Sheridan that I do about Charity. We both found the women that we want to spend the rest of our lives with. You know, I can't see Luis being with another woman now that he knows that Sheridan still loves him.
Beth is going to be devastated if Luis tells her they're not going to be married.
I'm sure he feels bad about it. You know, but now that he knows that Sheridan's still in love with him, he'll never betray his feelings for her.
Luis, you can have a life. I want that for you.
But I want a life with you. Right, without you, I have no life.
Please don't say that. You can and you will have a life without me. I can't be with you. Probably never.
Jimmy, don't say never. I know we can't be together now, but there's a chance someday.
Someday Antonio will die. Someday he'll recover and we can tell him the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
Dr. Russell told us the most likely outcome of this drug. And it's where Antonio is now. In a vegetative state. He is not going to recover. And I vowed to stay by his side in sickness and in health. He's my husband. I can't abandon him.
That's right, Sheridan. Stick to your guns. You're a good and moral person. You would never abandon your poor veggie man.
I'd never ask you to do that.
I know you wouldn't. That's why I'm releasing you from all promises. Right, you're free. You're free to be with someone else.
How can I do that to you?
Because you don't owe me anything, Luis. I want you to be free. I want you to find someone else. And I wish you all the happiness in the world.
I am sure that you and Ethan will have a wonderful life, Gwen. As for me, I'm going to get back to the Bennett Manor. I don't intend to leave Grace and Sam alone ever again. Thanks for packing up all of my clothes, Rebecca. I'm just glad I got here before you had a chance to give them all away to charity. I'm going to change, and then I'm going to have the men downstairs send everything back over to Sam's. Well, could you give me just a minute, Rebecca? See you later. Goodbye, Gwen.
I feel sorry for you, Grace. If you don't...
Thanks for packing up all of my clothes, Rebecca. I'm just glad I got here before you had a chance to give them all away to charity. I'm going to change, and then I'm going to have the men downstairs send everything back over to Sam's. Well, could you give me just a minute, Rebecca? See you later. Goodbye, Gwen.
I feel sorry for you, Grace. If you don't get Ivy out of your house, she will ruin your life. I don't care what you say, Ivy. You are exactly like Teresa.
What are you talking about, Fox?
I'm talking about our lovely and gracious mother. Teresa's right about her.
Listen to your brother.
Half-brother.
Fox knows Ivy better than you do, Ethan. He knows the real Ivy.
I wouldn't listen to a word that he said about her.
Yeah, I can understand why you might be reluctant to listen to me, but I can offer a totally different view on our mother. I'm sure you think of her as a loving mother.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, she wasn't very loving to me or my sisters, your half-sisters. She treated us like we had the plague.
That's not how I remember it.
Well, I'm sure you don't remember. You were too busy being the fair-haired boy, Mother's favorite. You did know you were the favorite, didn't you, Ethan?
No, not really. I knew that I felt loved.
Yeah, she loved you all right. I mean, do you have any idea, though, why you might have been chosen to be the most beloved? Why do you suppose that was there, Ethan?
Because I was her firstborn?
You were also Sam Bennett's son. See, the rest of us, we were the progeny of Julian Crane, so since she didn't love Julian, why would she love us, his children?
All right, why are we rehashing this? This is old news, Fox.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give you my take on Mother.
You need to hear this, Ethan.
All right, fine. All right, tell me how abused that you were growing up in one of the wealthiest families in the world and all the privileges that went with it. Poor little rich boy, is that what this is about?
You really don't remember, do you?
Remember what?
Remember us as children. Hey, well, actually, there's nothing for you to remember because we were never there. We were always off at some boarding school until we got shipped away to college or took the grand tour of Europe.
Were they ever home for the holidays, Ethan? Or summer vacations?
Actually, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Would you remember how Mumsy used to tuck you in at night?
Yes, of course.
Well, she never tucked me or my sisters in at night. Never.
Never.
How could she tuck us in, Ethan? She never came to see us, and we weren't allowed to come home.
But you lived at home before boarding school.
Before boarding school, I remember being brought downstairs by the nanny to get a goodnight kiss. And if my mother was home, you know, and she wasn't too busy with you, she'd give me a distracted peck on the head.
I'm sorry, Fox. It must have been sad for you.
Yeah, I don't want your pity, Ethan. Okay, I survived. All I'm saying is that if a woman could love one son so passionately and ignore the rest of her children so callously, who knows what else she's capable of doing?
Sheridan, I know you don't mean that. Come on, you don't want me to let you go.
No, of course not. If I could have it my way, I would take your hand and we would be on the first planet of harmony to anywhere. Anywhere we could be together and just forget about the real world.
Then how do you expect me to move on and find someone else to love?
Because this is the real world. I'm married to your brother. I'm not free, but you are. I am setting you free.
Sheridan has set him free. He's free to be with me now. Luis will be mine.
You can't do it. Sheridan, I don't want to be free. All right, I'm keeping the promise that I made to you. I want to be with you. Only you.
Grace, I think you should take some time. I mean, think about what you really want to do about Ivy.
Sam, I have thought about it, and I know what I want. Ivy moving out of this house is going to save our marriage.
Save our marriage? Grace, do you really think that having Ivy here is a threat to our marriage?
Sam, you know what stress our relationship is under already. I mean, our daughter is pregnant, and she moved into the next-door neighbor's house, and you're right. I do still have some issues with David and my son, John.
You know, I still can't believe this issue with David is still with us. You know, sometimes I think that you don't want David out of our lives.
Sam, no more than you don't want Ivy out of your life because she's the mother of your son. Look, Sam, the issue with David is not that I want him. The only one I want is you.
You mean that?
you. You know, it just means that David and I have to get our marriage annulled, and then you and I can get married again.
No, I live for that day. But I don't see how Ivy being here would stop that from happening.
You know, Sam, I don't have the time or the energy to be on guard against Ivy 24 hours a day, and I think that's what it would take.
Do you really think it'll be that much of a strain?
Sam, it already is. And every time I see you carrying her down the stairs and the way she gazes at you like you could conquer the world, it's very upsetting.
I guess I can understand that. So, tell me about the place you found on the internet.
Yeah, it's an apartment and an assisted living home. They have a vacancy. It's perfect for somebody in a wheelchair. She could move in today. Sam, she will move in today.
I don't know what happened, but you sure don't sound like the Grace I married.
You're right, Sam, I'm not. I've changed. I saw a portal to hell open up in my own home. I saw my house get sucked into the earth by evil forces. You know, I went out and I looked for my past and I found out I had a twin sister, but she was killed before I had a chance to meet her. John and David came into my life. My daughter, Kay, thinks I am the enemy. She got pregnant and moved out of the house. So no, Sam, I am not the same innocent young girl with amnesia that you married. I've changed. And I am not going to be anyone's doormat ever again.
See, you're not.
I am going to fight for my life, and I am going to get it back, and I'm going to hold on to it. Look, Sam, I don't want to argue with you. I love you. But I am willing to fight a war to get my marriage back. And the first battle in that war is getting Ivy Crane out of this house. Hi, Grace, Sam. I'm back. Is something wrong? Is something going on?
Oh, my God, I just realized something. Teresa doesn't know about your brother's condition. We have to call him again.
I hate to give Teresa such bad news, especially when she's at work.
I know, but this can't wait. We have to call her, mijo, right now.
All right, Mama.
Let's go.
Remember your birthday parties, Ethan? How lavish they were?
Yes, of course.
What do you remember about my birthday parties? Or our sisters? I can't remember. It's because there weren't any parties. Mother would always send some kind of expensive gift off to boarding school with maybe a card, you know, but never a phone call to say happy birthday. But your birthdays were treated like national holidays.
I thought that you preferred to stay at boarding school. I don't know why.
No, you were right. You were right. Who wants to be where they're not wanted? I suppose if we would have really begged, Mother would have let us come home. We weren't gonna beg. We knew we weren't welcome there.
Don't you see, Ethan? Now, I can't imagine any mother being so cruel to her own children. Now do you see the kind of person that Ivy really is?
Wait a minute. This is just one of your many scams, isn't it, Fox? What angle you working this time, huh? What do you expect to get out of this sad tale, huh? Money? Or are you just trying to ingratiate yourself with Teresa even more?
Look, man, I'm just telling it like it is.
Yeah, well, I don't have time to listen to it anymore, okay? I gotta go talk to the clients.
Well, I'm gonna come with you.
No, Teresa, I told you, let me handle it for the sake of the deal.
I think you're wrong about Ethan, Teresa. He's not gonna easily forget what you did to dear old Mom.
No. Fox, you're wrong. He will finally realize that I am the only woman that he really loves, and he will come back to me, and he'll forget all about feeling sorry for Ivy.
Maybe so. That's not the impression I got from your conversation earlier.
You weren't reading between the lines.
Teresa.
Ethan, you changed your mind. You want me to come to the meeting with you?
No. I got some news. News you need to hear right away.
I mean it, Sheridan. You're the only one that I want in my life. The only one.
No. This can't be happening. She set you free, Louise. Listen to her. She wants to stay married to Antonio, so let her. You belong with me.
Louise, please don't make this any harder than it already is.
I'm not gonna make it easy. Sheridan, I'm not gonna go without a fight.
Louise, please. I want you to find someone else. I couldn't bear to see you every day, to see the love in your eyes.
Well, Sheridan, you can't get rid of me. Sheridan, you are the love of my life, and I always want to be with you.
Louise, I couldn't take it. All right, I just couldn't.
Look, Sheridan. You know, I know that we might not be able to be together right now. If that's the case, then we'll just be friends, okay? Look, I want you to know that I'm here for you. And I want to support you. If that's all I can have, then fine. Just being your friend is better than being with any other woman.
No. Louise, I love you. I can make you happy.
Louise, no.
Sharon, yes. Sharon, to look at you and to be next to you, that's everything to me. If we can't have a life together, then Sharon, I want to be here for you. All right, I'm not going to let you spend your life tied to my invalid brother without my love and support. I will be here for you, always.
I really hope that you can get Teresa out of this house, Mother, and the sooner the better.
Well, you're not worried about Ethan, are you?
No, I'm not worried about him. Ethan and I love each other, and I trust him, but Teresa has always been such a destructive force in our relationship with the plotting and the scheming. You know, I just don't want her hanging around to cause any trouble.
Well, don't worry. She won't be here much longer.
Well, I hope not. I mean, no one wants their husband's old girlfriend living in the same house, conniving and conspiring to get him back. It can only lead to pain and heartache, and you know I know from experience.
Yes, I do. But I want you to stop worrying, because as soon as my mystery man calls, Teresa is going to be history from this house. She's going to be nothing but a memory, like a bad dream.
Is something going on? Is something wrong?
No, Ivy. Nothing's wrong. I just want you to know that you don't have to worry about a place to stay anymore.
Oh, Grace. That is so sweet of you, and
No,
I thank you from
Ivy,
the bottom of my heart. I promise you, I will not be a burden. I will stay out of your way. I'll be quiet as a mouse and
Ivy.
neat as a pin. I wish I could give you some money, but, you know, the divorce settlement's still up in the air right now, and Julian's frozen all of my accounts. My good jewelry, it's in the vault.
Ivy! You misunderstood me. You're not going to be staying here.
Excuse me?
I said you're not going to be staying here.
But you just said I wouldn't have to worry about where I was going to live.
No, you won't. You see, I found you an apartment building downtown. It's got a vacancy. It's available today. So before the end of the day, you will be moving into your new home and out of ours.
What news, Ethan?
I just talked to your mother about Antonio.
Finally, one of my calls went through to someone. What did she say? Is Antonio getting better? Is the drug working?
Teresa. Sorry. Pilar, she said the drug didn't work. Antonio is incapacitated, and, the doctors don't think he's going to get well, ever.
No. No, I don't believe this. Okay, there's a chance. There's always a chance,
Teresa,
right?
I'm sorry. They don't think so.
Antonio. Oh my, this is horrible. What's gonna happen to him?
It's a terrible situation, and my heart breaks for you and your family. Teresa, I'm so sorry.
Mama, she must be devastated. I mean, Antonio's been away for so many years, and then finally have him home again and have this happen. I mean, how can God be so cruel? And Louise? Louise and Sheridan will never be together again. This can't be happening. They belong together. What will I do if Louise can never forget about Sheridan? What am I gonna do?
I can't let you give up your life for me. To never marry, to never have children.
Well, I only want children with you.
We'll probably never have a family together.
And like I said, I'll be your friend.
Luis, I can't let you do that. All right, it would kill me to see you waste your life.
Yeah, well, what about the life you're going to be wasting?
I've already had this conversation with myself. When I had to decide whether to give Antonio that drug or not, I had to think about what was best for him. I realized that I had to put him first. And that's what I'm doing now. You need to put your needs first. You need to find someone who you can marry and have a family with, someone that you can love.
Will you make me the happiest man in the world? Will you be my wife?
Yes, I will marry you. I will be your wife.
What are you doing?
I'm giving you back your ring. Antonio thought that you gave it to me for him. He doesn't know what this meant to us. And that's why I can't wear it anymore, because it's a symbol of everything that is wonderful about us, and there is no us anymore.
Sheridan, I'm not taking it.
Luis, you have to. I am Antonio's wife. I'm gonna be stuck in this half-life limbo for a long time. I'm never gonna have children. I'm never gonna have a normal life, but you can. All right, I want you to take this ring and give it to someone that you can love, someone to marry and have a family with. Someone who can make you happy.
I'm afraid I don't understand, Grace.
It's fairly simple, Ivy. You're moving out. We found you a place of your own.
My own?
Yes, well, staying in Kay's little bedroom last night couldn't have been very comfortable. And being confined to a wheelchair in a two-story house has to be inconvenient, to say the least.
Sam, did you do this? I mean, is this what you want?
Sam and I are married. Married couples make their decisions together. We've decided together that you will be moving out. You can't stay here, Ivy. You're moving out today. Gwen, would you stop worrying? It's not good for the baby. I want you to have nothing but happy thoughts.
Mother, I can't help but worry as long as we are living under the same roof as Teresa. Do you really think your plan to make her go away is going to work?
Oh, I am absolutely positive that my $1 million plan will work.
Well, when? I mean, what's the holdup?
Well, I'm just waiting for the last call. And that call will be the final nail in Teresa's coffin.
I am dying to know what this mystery man could possibly have on Teresa that will make her go away.
So am I. But for $1 million, it's got to be good. And then in no time at all, that little tamale will be slinging refried beans at a taco stand. So, don't you worry your pretty little head about it. Teresa is as good as gone. You can count on it.
Teresa, I feel so sorry for Luis and Sheridan and your mother. No one deserves to go through this kind of pain.
So, Ethan couldn't bear to see you in pain, could he? Well, maybe you're right, Teresa. Maybe you and Ethan do still have a chance.
Luis, please, take the ring.
No. Sheridan, I gave the ring to you. It's yours, right? I'm not taking it back.
I told you I am releasing you from all promises. You're free.
How do you expect me to be free when the only person I love is you?
You'll stop loving me when you find the right person. And the girl you marry is going to be the luckiest girl in the world.
That's me, Luis, that's me. You're gonna be mine. Forever.
What you want isn't gonna happen. You're never gonna get Ethan back.
You want to dump me in a nursing home? Oh, for the love of God, Sam, don't let her do this to me.
Help me by moving on and leave me alone.
Never.